Mark Rogers TV talking some Oklahoma football with Jeff Kolb from Fox 23 in Tulsa. Jeff covers the Sooners, the Cowboys, and also, of course, the Golden Hurricane there in Tulsa. Jeff, we appreciate you jumping on board. We've got some news today, a bit of closure to the Baker Mayfield incident in Arkansas from a few months ago. So we know that he was intoxicated. He was a bit of a mess. He was being a bit reprimanded, or a policeman came to the scene to figure out what was going on. He was a bit unruly and then fled from the cop, or at least tried to, and that's when things ended on that particular night. So there's been a conclusion to this situation, at least.
Yeah, you said he tried to flee from the cop. Keyword tried, because he didn't quite make it. But a night out gone wrong, and definitely the most embarrassing situation that Baker's had to deal with in his time at OU. But as you also said, kind of put a bookend on it today. He pled guilty to 3 of the 4 counts he was facing there in Fayetteville. He's going to pay a little under $500 in a fine. No jail time. Not that anyone expected him to have to serve any time. Last week was really when we found out what's going to happen to him, what he's really going to suffer, which is a punishment from OU. But he's not going to be suspended. He is going to, I think, serve about 35 hours of community service, and that will kind of wrap that up. And for OU, it's been a difficult situation during the Stoops era, and you wonder if that's something that ended up pushing him out in a certain way, that there's been so many of these off-the-field situations. And I think Baker Mayfield was the last guy that people expected that to happen with, and that's why he was most embarrassed, I think, about that.
Yeah, at the very most, we could foresee a 1-game suspension, but everyone just wanted to make sure that Baker would be in place for the Ohio State game. But it appears as though he will be in place for the opener as well against, I believe, Texas El Paso off the top of my head. Somebody like that.
And I think that's why maybe you could have seen even at first half or first quarter suspension would have sent a message. But you know what? Lincoln Riley took over as head coach, obviously, and that was one of the first decisions, ironically, that he had to make, was how he was going to punish Baker, who's a guy he's worked so closely with. And I think that he realized that this is really the first issue Baker has had, and they know that he's very sorry for what he did. I would be very surprised if Baker slipped up again after that.